Boom.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what do you think about you hear Streep bury the UFC and football?
I heard of MMA
Did
saying
you
it's
hear
not an art. Yeah, that was pretty.
Did you hear these quotes? Let me read you the quotes that she said, because she's like, bro, the funniest thing is because CNN said this is like an incredible performance by Streep. It's like anytime that like Trump gets buried by anybody, it's like supposedly an incredible performance. But okay, here's what she said: if we kick outsiders and foreigners out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and martial arts, which are not the arts, okay? And I'm like, all right, so I'm like,
now just but let me
Dana White's response first.
Wait,
Dana White, go ahead.
Before you say Dana White, did you hear the whole thing, Shane?
Yeah.
Okay, she went off on foreigners and all that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, basically, so Dana White's response was, let me see. Of course, it's an art. These fighters, these men and women are so talented. They train their whole lives to be the best in the world. To say something stupid like that is like saying she's not a talented actress, which she is. She's a very talented actress. But however, Donald Trump, bro, that's the thing I love about Trump is he just cuts his whole shtick is still just he cuts promos, So like
he's the prime minister of Burns, as Conan said.
Yeah, right. If you kid him with something, he doesn't give a you know what. He will just come right back. So here's Trump's response on Twitter. This is what I love about him. Meryl Streep, one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood. What did she won? Like 9 Academy Awards or something? Doesn't know, but attacked last night at the Golden Globes. She is a Hillary flunky who lost big. For the 100th time, I never mocked a disabled reporter. Would never do that.
He did.
Simply showed him groveling when he totally changed a 16-year-old story that he had written in order to make me look bad. Just more very dishonest media. Kevin, actually, if you read into that guy, that story, Trump's version of the story is kind of accurate. I don't want to get into because it's a whole other
Sure.
But
I don't disagree that I understand the story changed part. I don't dispute that. It's just the physical movements that he did were strikingly similar to the guy's disability.
And it's funny because I was watching Celebrity Apprentice with Arnold, and he's just so mechanical and wooden. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Cena. And so Trump goes on Twitter, and I guess he had better ratings than him. He goes, so much for being a movie star, but he goes, but who cares? He supported Keish and Hillary.
Right. Yeah.
So he but I don't, bro. It's just like, this is what you're doing, bro. Twitter beefs with Schwarzenegger and Meryl Streep. We got way more important things to worry about. And my main thing, Shane, is the Golden Globes really the place to be, spouting out political rhetoric, or really anywhere you want? That was my question for Shane.
I mean, it is. I mean, I don't think it would be the place. I mean, I think but that happens all the time. Like, I don't think there is an award show where somebody doesn't say something political. So that's something people just take with a grain of salt, I guess. I mean, I think you're going to see something on one of those award shows that somebody's saying something about something. And, if it's their time, it's their acceptance speech time, and they're going to use that to, say something like that. I mean, I guess, that's their right. So, but the whole MMA thing was, she's full of shit on that. It was very odd that she's going after somebody else for being, such a close-minded individual, and then she's so close-minded toward MMA.
Yeah,
and not only that, she comes off as elitist and aloof because she, besides being in Hollywood, and that already is an elitist circle. But then she also said, if you remember, she goes, "Well, I was raised in a private school in New Jersey, so it's almost like maybe she looks down. Obviously, she does. She looks down at football and wrestling."
Very condescending comment, though, a broad stroke that all football viewers. Or like just these dumb hicks. I mean, I know a lot of it. I mean, you guys are, pretty smart. I mean, I don't think you're dumb hillbillies because you like football. I mean, that was a very condescending and derogatory way she spoke about it.
Right. She could have spoke positively about the thing, you know what I mean, the other side of stuff,
Or she could have just been quiet and not said anything about that, just go into the Trump thing. You can't bash somebody for being insulting and then insult some other stuff right in the same comment.
But whenever it's like the level of fame that a person has, for some reason the media likes to report it like maybe what she's saying is more truthful than if other people said it, which I think is a bad narrative, because the thing was like CNN was putting over her speech. Like the thing is like glorious performance by Meryl Streep. And I'm like, she's up there just giving her opinions on politics. It's not like this is like gospel she's being up there.
You know what's funny too?
That's been going on forever, though. That's the pedestal that we put celebrities on. I mean, we just put a reality show guy in the White House. So he's a part of that same problem.
Right.
We all, just because I got however many Twitter followers I got more than, Joe Blow, that doesn't necessarily mean I know more about every single subject than Joe Blow. Right. But there is, public perception with that is, maybe this person is successful because they know a little bit more about something, but that's just not always the case. There's a lot of successful people that are dumb as hell. I would like to say that I earned every single thing I've got, and I worked really, I feel like I worked really hard, but, we all get blessed and kind of fall into things sometimes. So just because people are successful don't mean they have the, the answers to everything. That's damn sure is not in my case. I can promise that.
Do you think, what do you think Meryl Streep thinks about professional wrestling? Like, does professional wrestling not even exist? Because in a way, she would have to consider that worse than MMA or football, right? If she's talking lowbrow, or is wrestling not on her radar, or is it worse or better than the things she's talking about in her mind?
Where's the kazoo on that, Conan?
Yeah.
Considering that Trump's in the WWE Hall of Fame, then she probably really hates wrestling.
Hey, what do you think Meryl Streep thinks about pro wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, where it rates in her world, because if she's throwing shade like that,
if she thinks football and MMA are garbage, what on earth do you think she thinks wrestling is?
She didn't even mention it. That's what.
Right.
Yeah.